Has anyone actually seen in person at a wedding any people who have objected? Guy waited until the very end, almost before the officiant called "I pronounce you," because there wasn't actually a part where they said, "if anyone objects." So the guy marrying them is about to pronounce them husband and wife, and some dude stands up from the back and shouts, "I object, you can't marry him, Sheila." The officiant looked around, looked at the bride, and she just looked at the officiant and said, "You were saying." And the wedding went on. The officiant said the last words. They kissed, and the guy started yelling, "How could you do this to me? We should be together." The bride whispered to the groom whispered to the groomsman, and the groomsmen all headed down the aisle together. They didn't make it 3 feet before the yelling guy got out of his pew and ran out of the church. They followed him for good measure, but I guess he really left. At the reception, the bride's mom went around explaining that the guy had been a family friend who the parents used to joke would marry the bride. They stopped about the time the kids started school because it made the daughter mad. The guy never got the memo that it was a joke and basically considered her his betrothed. Nothing anyone could say to him would convince him that she was not going to marry him. He'd never done anything illegal, so she couldn't get a restraining order or anything. He was just obsessed. They didn't know how he found out about the wedding because they had kept the details away from him. Even his parents, who were still great family friends, didn't know the time and place and weren't going to be there because they didn't want to chance him ruining it. They had security, but only for the reception. They didn't think they'd need it for the church, but they were wrong.